It's time now for Kara's Cures. We're talking about how to use social media for self-care.
From mastering the brain to quitting all of the overthinking and getting into a Zen state of mind. You can find some of the answers you were looking for right on platforms like Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, we're always saying get off, put a detox. But here to talk about how we can actually use this for good, our wellness coaches, Bryant Wood and Frank Elleriti. They are co-founders of Modern Nirvana Summit. Welcome, guys. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So how did you get started?
You're a lot of fun.
How did you guys get started? I'm always curious as to the beginnings.
Well, it was really funny how we got started because Bryant was my neighbor. He was sitting on my couch and our co-founder, Kat, called me. She was doing a show with Deepak Chopra and she's like, hey, you know, for your episode with Deepak, we need some footage of you teaching meditation to some people. And I didn't have any good footage that I loved. So I called, Bryant was next to me and I'm like, hey, we need to put together a conference. We have 10 days to do it. He's like, okay. And, you know, we thought 30 people would show up and 500 people came. And all we did was announce it on Instagram. And they were all there meditating with us, doing yoga. We had a bunch of vendors that were giving out, you know, holistic things and skincare and bulletproof coffee. And it became an annual event. So now our next one is in Austin, Texas in September.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you both have incredible backgrounds, both in entertainment, but also teaching this. And I know from teaching breath work, teaching meditation. So often we're saying, get off social media, take time for mindfulness. But this is a way, you just mean called Modern Nirvana Self-Care Sundays. And this is a way, if you're getting into mindfulness or you want to use social media for good, you can actually meditate with you, learn. I mean, this would be good for you, Scott. I know you're trying to learn how to meditate.
Exactly.
We can just, on Instagram, on Self-Care Sundays, you can guide us and we can go into our week feeling great.
Yeah, exactly. Brian might be able to go into that too, but he teaches breath work every Sunday when it's his turn. I'll do a meditation. Our co-founder will do something else. We'll bring on really amazing people like you guys and share self-care. And that can even be, you know, skincare. It can be just taking a moment for yourself, however that looks. So it's not always meditating or breath work. It can be skincare. It can be a little daily practice that we do, and we just love sharing it with people. I know, Brian, you can talk about your breath work aspect.
Yeah, tell us how breath work helps us.
Oh, breath work is key and also doesn't work for everybody. So it works for some, it doesn't work for others, and that's important to know. But breath work is a tool that helps you control the unconscious processes in your body. So your heart rate, your blood pressure, your stress hormones all can be controlled by manipulating your breathing pattern. So important to learn how to do, let me tell you. And the cool thing about Modern Nirvana Instagram on Sundays is we always bring a new tool so you can figure out what works best for your energy and what can most benefit you from direct experience.
Brian, why doesn't it work for everybody?
Breath is attached to the sympathetic nervous system. So when you inhale, it can re-traumatize the body. And you want to be very mindful of someone's window of tolerance when it comes to stress and anxiety, and you don't want to re-traumatize them. So it's important to, in a very artistic and educated way, in a very safe way, guide the breath so they can figure out how to release stress and tension and trauma, but not take more on and re-traumatize the body.
Very interesting.
All right. So yeah, some people will say, oh, you know, and part of it might just be learning how to meditate. Like I'm feeling anxious at first, but so sometimes if you're breathing, it's just not working for you. That doesn't mean you have to keep doing it. You're going to learn, you know, there's different ways to ground, or maybe you're going to do a walking meditation. There's ways to get centered that are going to feel good in your body. And we're going to learn all that. You've got your summit coming up, and I know we're going to get deeper on my podcast and on WFSB Plus, Kara's Cures. We'll talk a little bit more, but shout out how people can join the summit.
Yeah, and you know what's really cool about the summit? If you just go to modernnirvana.com, there's a little tab for signing up for the summit. Yeah, there it is, or on Modern Nirvana Instagram. And anybody who gets a ticket will get our new Oracle deck that comes out. It's from Chronicle Books. It's the Modern Nirvana Oracle, and it actually comes out in October, but people will get a copy if they come in September, and we can't wait to share that with everybody. And we have amazing speakers and incredible things for you to experience, 24 vendors that are all in the holistic space. So we'd love to meet everybody in person and experience this together. And congrats on 16 years, Kara.
Thank you. 16 years. Can you believe it? I know.
We manifested it. Thank you, guys. We so appreciate your time.